The maneuvers in this video are being performed by professional bodyboarders. It would be dangerous to attempt to duplicate these maneuvers without first developing the expertise.
On the Edge, a complete look at the sport of bodyboarding today. Highlights from the best of 10 years of Morey Boogie World Championships. Competitors from around the world, the hottest, most spectacular maneuvers, and a close-up look at the incredible performances of Mike Stewart and a career that has seen him capture 8 world championships in 10 years. In addition, great athletes, ideal weighted conditions, fantastic competition at the Banzai Pipeline, the first annual Women's International Championship. Highlights from a memorable, landmark event in the sport. And you'll meet the individuals that make up the Morey Boogie team, both in and out of the water. A unique perspective on these great performers. This is the best of the best. The hottest, wildest action from the top pros in the world, the kind of thrills that can only be experienced when you live on the edge.
I've just been trying to make a living doing what I love to do. It's kind of cool because I get to go in the water every day. I get to go to the beach and ride perfect waves, travel around, meet cool people. But yeah, I'm hanging in there. I'm still having fun. I'm living the American dream, I think. It's pretty cool. My image, I've tried to kind of cultivate it over the years. In college, I got a degree in earth science education, and so I was a student teacher in my college years. So I had to be sort of the role model for the kids, and I've always loved to be able to be in a position where I can influence younger people in a positive way. And I've always been a proponent of no drugs, no alcohol, and leading a healthy lifestyle, getting high on sports like bodyboarding. And I've tried to carry that over into my bodyboarding career. I want to, maintain a clean and healthy image and sort of purvey to people that you don't have to do drugs or drink or get into all that kind of crap, to do well at bodyboarding or to have fun, to be cool. You just got to go out there and get high on waves. And sometimes I get made fun of by my friends, goody or whatever, but I don't care. I'm stoked on the way I live, and hopefully other people will follow in my path, or at least, try to do the same thing and lead a healthy lifestyle and just ride waves and have fun. There's so many ways to have fun. You don't need to mess with chemicals and stuff like that. I'm really proud of my career. I started out, this East Coast kid back 11, 12 years ago when I was 16, and I started out just riding small waves in Maryland, and then I went on to college and continued to compete and stuff, and I always had in the back of my mind this idea that, gee, maybe just after college I'll take a year off and try my hand at being a pro bodyboarder. Wouldn't that be cool? It's sort of living out my dream, which is great about this country. You can follow your dreams. And so I did it, and it paid off. I really couldn't believe it. I've been able to do some great stuff, travel to some neat countries that I never imagined I'd be able to visit, and meet some great people, and surf waves that when I was a kid, I used to look in the magazines at places in Australia and go, man, someday I'm going to surf there. And I've surfed those places, and it's unreal, and there's still places I want to go, and gee, I hope, other people have the opportunity to get as much out of the sport of bodyboarding as I have. It's just been an unreal career for me. I don't want it to end. I'm going to die when I have to get a real job. Been bodyboarding for 6 years, and I started surfing before I bodyboarded, and I just saw a couple guys like Kevin Serve and Greg Abbott and Mark Morgan bodyboarding that looked like a lot of fun, and picked it up from there. Bought a used boogie board. What started me bodyboarding instead of stand-up surfing would be that the maneuvers you can do on a bodyboard is a lot more gnarly, and it seems like you can get a lot more intense and not hurt yourself as easily. Even when I'm competing with someone out in the heat, I'll still be friends with them. I talk to people out in heats, and I never let the friendship part go away. The group of professional bodyboarders, it's a small group, so everybody's like really close and friends with each other. So, I mean, if you're in trouble, someone's always there to help you out. It's just like a big family. It's fun. I surf about 4.5 hours a day, every day, just consistently going in the water. I mean, and I'm having fun, so that's my practice, and it helps. It works. No special diets and no exercise routines. I do sit-ups, I guess, but I like to eat a lot of junk. I like big In-N-Out burgers with the grilled onions and like a bunch of cheese on there. It's really good. And double fudge cakes at Bob's Big Boy. Those are good. I love speed. Sometimes I like driving fast better than I like going out in the water. It depends how the waves are, I guess, but but I like spinning my car out and doing Brodies and pulling the e-brake, and I don't really want to portray an image. Whatever image comes from being myself is I guess, my image. I guess my image is kind of kooky, funny. I guess I'm like a young guy image, coming up guy image, I guess. I don't know.
In 1982, the sport of bodyboarding came of age when the first Morey Boogie World Championship event was held at the Banzai Pipeline on the north shore of Oahu. Since that time, Morey Boogie and the top international pros have made an annual pilgrimage to the pipe for the purpose of battling it out in the legendary surf. And for the next year, the victor wears a singular title, World Champion.
Yeah, typically at Pipeline, there's two types of swells that come in. A north swell, which tends to close out and doesn't really allow you to do many maneuvers, and then a west swell, which comes out of the west direction. And that's usually the swell direction that can allow you to do the spectacular maneuvers like the Rollo and things like that. So that was my basic strategy was to stay on that west peak. year, it's it's harder to win it. It was a lot harder this year than it was last few years. So this win's a really big one for me, and I'm really really stoked that I won it.
In January of 1992, a landmark event in the sport of bodyboarding made its debut on Oahu's North Shore, the Morey Boogie Women's International Championship. For the first time ever, the best women bodyboarders in the world competed in perfect conditions at the Pipeline for the biggest prize purse ever offered in a women's competition. And what a competition it was.
In this contest, it's going to take, at least pulling in or getting more of a line than going straight. So I think that's what really helped me is doing maneuvers.
It's very important for me, and I'm in semifinals now. I don't know. I just look at the lead and go for it.
And I think I hope to be lucky again in the next heat. So just wait now, concentration, see what happens. Let it go. I just had so much fun just surfing there with 4 people. Just really great waves.
It's very difficult because the pipeline is too shallow. Yeah.
The wave is so good right now. I think this round's coming up. I think good waves for the semi-final and the final. I try to have the biggest wave that I can have. I don't try to catch a tube or a barrel, and I try to have the biggest wave.
the competition is a lot stiffer. Like Brazil has just really got, they've got a handful of guys that are just really hot, and they're just spawning all over the place. It's really a good thing. It's the International Pipeline has done a lot for the sport of bodyboarding, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
It's scary when you're dropping down on a big wave and you're looking at the bottom and you're just hoping you make the bottom turn to get into it, and then your next thing you're hoping that you don't get lit by the wave, getting into the barrel, and then hoping you're making it out. It's kind of scary, but after you do it all, and then when you first go out, it's scary, but then when you catch some waves and you're used to it, kind of, you're at home.
Chairman of the board. They call him the greatest competitor in the history of the sport. When he paddles out into the awesome surf at the pipeline, all eyes are upon him. Mike Stewart, world champion, a competitor's competitor, one of the pipeline's worst enemies, and a unique individual.
Too funny.
My head before I came here.
When I first got into bodyboarding, it was before there's even Morey Boogie boards, before they had soft boards. So we used to just ride anything that we could get our hands on, styrofoam, anything. It was a blast. It was fun from the beginning. I think that initial, the essence that was there originally, I think is still there now, but it's just kind of magnified, and I think it's more defined. So it's got a long way to go, but it has come a long way from the beginning, and I didn't think it would get this big or be this popular, but when I was younger, I thought, hey, people are experiencing the same thing I am, you know, with this thing and being totally stoked with it, then it's going to get popular. God, I'm just gonna give these guys like an ample supply of blackmail material here. Fast, intense, hard. I don't know. This is just a hell pit. Sideways dredger. Plastic man. Who said Mike Stewart's the king of pipeline? Not me. For me, it's my biggest thrill is in big surf and heavier conditions, and that's kind of where I like to go. Depends on the surf. Ben Severson's hot. He's always right on my tail. He's one of the best guys. The Kauai Classic team's hot. Colonel McGee's hot. Everybody on the tour is hot. I don't know, they're all pretty good. They're all on any day, given day, could beat anyone. So pretty much a threat, I guess. Mozart, Dexter Gordon, all kinds of stuff. New age, old age, I don't know. Everything but country. Spaceship. Go to a different planet and catch unreal 15 to 20 foot barrels of none on the whole planet and get barreled for 20 to 30 hours. That's a dream session. Captain Kirk. Yeah, there you go. Gambling and surf, what a combination. Atlantic City, most radical city I've been. Oh, Brazil. Brazil is the most radical city. I don't like B1, ball ahead, cone head. Okay? Hollow, big, thick pits. All over the place. Really big. Hawaiian, 12 feet. Breakfast, I'll start with Cafe Haleiwa breakfast burrito, side order potatoes, and a big, huge 4-stack pancake. Garden burger at Mother's Kitchen with a burrito. Big one. Dinner, my girlfriend's spaghetti. 2 heaping plates, a whole package full of pasta. Hey, not all of us take a midnight snack now. Well, I definitely feel that I'm a competitive bodyboarder because I enter every single contest that I can to try to do well. But I also think I'm a soul surfer in that it's something that's inside of my heart and it's something I want to do for my heart. So it's not like, I'm just doing it for some other reason. It's really a heartfelt thing, and in my opinion, that's soul surfing. Oh, let's see. I don't know, 5, 10, 15, 20 years.